Hi everybody, this is Murugan. I'm a SEBI registered investment analyst. I'm excited to develop one another trading video. This time the topic is very common among option traders, which is NSE Option chain. In general, people use this data table, but they limit themselves to see the price for the given strike price. But there are a lot more informations can be arrived using this data table. If you ask me, this is a leading indicator by which you can arrive support and resistance. It can hint us the possible breakouts. To form right option strategy, it can help us to choose the right strike price. For that matter, to form a bull spread, bear spread, strangle, straddle, you can still rely on this particular screen to choose the right strike price. It can also give us a hint about the price behavior beyond the breakouts. So the whole idea of developing this particular video is to make the people aware of the possible ways of using option chains. So for that, you need to have some basic idea of certain things, which is what is option chain, and we're going to explain you how to make use of it. And number 3, there are smart ways and there are very interesting tools to arrive these information smartly. A lot of people look at this particular data table and they ignore a lot of columns just because there are complexity. But through this video, we're going to make it very simple for you to arrive it quickly. But now I'm going to appeal to my target audience or those who are viewing this particular video. You should have some basic idea about stock trading, stock analysis. In fact, you should have a good understanding about call option, put option, open interest. This 3 is more important for you to get into this particular video, because henceforth we are not going to explain what is call, what is put, what is open interest. If you still need clarity on these things, go back to our YouTube channel and there are a lot of other videos. You can browse few more things, ensure that your fundamentals are strong before you see further from this particular video. I hope your audio device is enabled. You can hear my voice properly. Well and good. Otherwise you have to enable it. Okay. See, next 15-20 minutes, I'm sure it's worth spending this. It's not we have very appealing video, but at least you can hear my voice and along with the screensavers. But here and there, if you are getting distracted, I request you to rewind, see once, twice, thrice, understand the grip, allow me to move forward. Do not fast forward or skip this video, because the whole objective of this particular thing is to explain the complex subject as simple as possible. So I need your patience to understand it better. Let's move on to see this further. First of all, what is option chain? I think there is a screen in front of you which is very common. Many of you might have seen that. If not, you might have visited the NSE website where we have something called option chain, where you can see any given underlying the price of the commodity. Now I think 10,210 is the Nifty settled around, but for the sake of example, I've taken as 10,250. And if you see, there are a lot of call options at the left hand side and the put options at the right hand side. So the center column is actually about the strike price. So 9,800 put price is 24 and call price is 432. And if you see 10,100 call price is 76 and put price is 185. 10,500 put price is 301 and call price is only 22. I think so. I hope now you are very clear about the column 2 and column 4. The column 3 is the medium as a mediator which explains about the strike price. And the first column is about the open interest of the call option of the corresponding strike price, and the put option open interest is listed here. Very simple thing, am I right? What else we can actually look at this particular one? Look at the behavior. I'm just going to take it the next slide. The 10,000 call option, the 10,000 put option carries the highest number of open interest when compared to any other put option, because that carries close to 49 lakh open interest. If you see, the next open interest built is on 10,200 call option. So I hope now you see this particular number, 49 lakh open interest. And when you look at the call option, the highest built of open interest is there in with respect to 10,500. Okay, what do I see out of this? Because 10,500 call option is trading at close to 22 rupees. 10,500 call option can make money to the given buyer if anybody see the price to go above 10,500. So I see many people say that 10,500 carries a lot of open interest. It means the price is expected to go above that price. Not necessarily. Because if anybody is actually buying, then there is a corresponding seller is also there. So I see that there is a significant amount of open interest has been built, because anybody who is expecting price to go up can make a better money by buying 10,200 or 10,100 or 10,300 call option. But his chance of making money is actually limited by buying 10,500 call option. So 10,500 call option is quite true that the stronger hands may be busy in selling and weaker hands may be busy in buying. That is in general my observation. So 10,500 call option is expected to provide the possible resistance zone, and 10,000 put option, which is going to become a kind of a put writing, so that can actually provide a strong support zone. So if you see a market is now trading between 10,200 and 10,250 odd, which is expected to face a stiff resistance around 10,500, and 10,000 is expected to provide a strong support for a while. So how I can make use of it? So we can have a kind of range bound trading strategy between 10,000 and 10,500. So when the market comes to 10,000, it is expected to bounce back. And if you ask me, Murugan, does it mean it is true this month the market will not break 10,000? No, I'm not saying that. But at this given point of time, 10,000 has a good number of positions built. Going forward, by any chance, if a market heading to 10,100 or 10,050 and 10,000, and from there if you see any even intraday recovery, I really believe that particular recovery to sustain for the day. What happens if a stock breaks 10,000 and settles below 10,000? Or what happens next day a stock gap down below 10,000? Then it is going to trigger a panic to a lot of put option writers, and they have to unwind their position. As a consequences, the price tends to fall further lower. So the 10,000 and 10,500 is a reliable support and resistance, and it is expected to work beautifully. So if a price heading nearer to 10,000 level, you can expect the price to bounce back. But if you see for any unforeseen circumstances, if a price goes below 10,000, and I'm sure anybody who created a position at 10,000 is going to unwind, that makes the price to fall. And same is true from the 10,500 and above. But the 10,500 is, you see, the resistance is stiff, because that is where otherwise it is, there are open interest is distributed. But by reading all this thing, the most reliable information which I really wanted is actually the 10,500 and 10,000. So if you ask me, this information is important and this particular information is important. So now my rest of the thing is not so important, but I myself gonna limit myself to 10,500 call option and 10,000 put option. By any chance, if I see instead of 52 the premium, in case if the premium is 100, let's say, or a 75, if it is much higher, see, naturally it is lesser than the 10,100 put option. But what I'm actually giving you is, in case if this particular put option is high when compared to any other underlying, then I seriously doubt this is not necessarily because of short position, maybe because of long position. So we need to keep track on the premium also, which is also important. If you see unusual high premium, then it gives us a hint that there is a possible chance for price to heading towards 10,000. So that is how the option traders, the swing traders can understand whether the stock is actually heading to 10,000 or 10,500. So how I gonna make use of it? Okay, now look at this particular thing. I need few informations here. Am I right? The Nifty, the name of company, the underlying, and I want to know the current price. So I just taken the Nifty at one row, and I'm interested in taking data from the 10,000, which I kept it here, and I wanted to know the 10,500, then I made it here. So in one single line, you get the key data points. If you want, you can take the prices also. Okay. So next line, I can add a bank Nifty. So in a single table, you can understand like this: Nifty possible support zone, possible resistance zone. Infosys possible support zone, possible resistance zone. Ashok Leyland possible support zone, possible resistance zone. This gives us a better idea to look at the market. So look at this one. This looks like a complex data option chain, but this seems to be a very simple form of option chain. But I'm not looking at all the option strike price, whereas I am displaying here only the option chain, which is so important to me, which matters a lot to me to take trading decisions. Okay. So let's actually see things in detail in real life. So I request you to go to Google and type EQSIS option chain. I repeat once again, type EQSIS option chain. If you do so, now I'm gonna do it for you. I hope you have some good patience. In case if you see I'm hurrying up something, you can still have a chance to rewind, see once, twice, thrice. If you are so comfortable till this point only, then you can understand the next particular subject. So nothing wrong in actually going back and rewind it. Okay, let me actually take it for the next level here. Okay, it's time to open the browser. Okay, as I did, I'm gonna go to Google. Okay, so I type enter here. So this pop up me the so the data table is connected. So I'm gonna type here EQSIS option chain. So this is going to become it is unusual when compared to other websites or other traditional way of looking at it, but this makes much easier for you to look at key data in a limited space. Okay, now I just opened the first link, which is EQSIS.com NSE derivative market option chain, and if you do so, it's gonna open something like this. Okay, so it may take some time for you to get loaded. So I hope now you guys are many of you must be familiar with respect to a lot of analytical tool, but you need to have some basic understanding to look at any particular table, because this is not actually from the beginner's perspective. So those who have a good understanding of technical analysis, but if you really want to optimize your trading style, then you can make use of it. Okay, now what I'm gonna do, not just gonna explain you people, like I gonna do analysis for the day, by explaining certain things with you people, by sharing some of my knowledge to you people. So in case if you have any valuable feedback, I request you people to share that, because I still feel sharing knowledge can help us to learn more and understand each other, and I'm sure by which we can enrich our knowledge along with the our community knowledge as well. So let's take it a step by step. What exactly this data table? See, this is nothing but this particular this particular table. So this particular table, like you see the spot price, the symbol, and you see the put premium and call premium. Which particular put premium? Because highest open interest of the particular premium and highest open interest, which the highest call open interest premium. So that is what actually displayed here also. If you look at this particular thing, I'm gonna sort this particular column. So you can actually see there are a lot of strikes: ACC, Adani NT, Adani Port, Adani Power. You see a lot of underlines here, and at this moment I request you to ignore the star colors and all the stuff. What matters to you is this particular number. Okay, this particular number we have titled as support 2, because this is nothing but the put option which carries the highest number of open interest. So this is expected to provide some strong support at the bottom level. And if you look at this particular thing, which is 1700, which carries highest number of call option, so that is expected to have a strong resistance for the stock. And we wanted to know where the stock is also located. Okay, it is 1537. 1537 is nothing but traded much below than 1540 even. So it is much below than any number here. That is the reason why the star is placed here. So if you see a star is placed here, which is actually trading above 1540 and less than 200. Look at this one, 1560. So it is very difficult for us to see where the number is actually located. That is the reason why we have a star which is going to stand at the right position. But any stock which is actually trading slightly above this strike with, let's say, Apollo Tire, where the star is actually placed something above 240 and below 260. Okay, what is 260 and what is 270? Because this 240 you guys must be clear, because and the 280 is also you must be clear. This is the second largest open interest with respect to put, and this is the second largest a call option. So that could be the next support and resistance. So we see that is a kind of intermediary. Okay, now if you see any stock which is trading nearer to the support 2 level, are expected to respect that particular thing. So by next day, if I trade the stock, then I expect a kind of bounce back, and if bounce back is happening, then I rely on it. See, I'm not telling tomorrow the bounce back should happen, but I expect a bounce back to happen. By tomorrow, if a bounce is witnessed by looking at intraday move, I see the stock heading higher top, higher top, higher top, higher top, then I may try to have some long positions to hold the stock. Look at this one. Okay, now there are a lot of things with respect to this one. What else can be arrived by looking at this? See, we have something called, if you really want to filter this particular thing, which particular stocks are trading below the support. So you click on this particular one. So in one shot, you can see the list of stock trading much below this. These are all the weak stocks, or these are the stocks which expected to be a kind of weak expected. Okay, so if you really want to open the charts, you can click on the particular company name and you can see the charts. Let's say Ambuja Cements. Ambuja Cements, I've just opened the charts here. Meanwhile, I see the price is 235 and it is much traded below 245. So even if a stock bounces to 245, it is expected to provide a strong resistance. So it is not possible for price to go above 245. Let's actually have a look at the charts to conclude anything here. Okay. So let it get loaded for a while. Yeah. Okay, now look at this one, 245. This is the level. You see there is a strong support was given, but the stock has just gone below. Just because it has gone below, you see the further weakness started continuing it. Okay, now going forward, what is expected with respect to Ambuja Cements? Yeah, the stock can actually bounce, but still it is expected to take a resistance around 245 to 245. But how did I say that? By looking at the 245, the previous support zone is gone and it is now trading much lower. So those who created a short position that the given put must be under pressure. So whenever it recovers, they try to exit out of this one. So that's point number one. So this is something which can help you to filter this particular thing. See, look at this one. Instead of seeing ACC for a given option page, you can see all these things in a simple page here. Again, what else can be done by looking at this particular sheet? Look at this one. I'm gonna filter all my stocks by looking at high call premium. What is high call premium? Okay, let me do this particular thing. If I filter this particular thing, okay, so you see there are a lot of options here. There are a lot of underlines here, but these underlines carries a good premium for the strike, for the call option strike, which has the highest open interest. It means, look at this one. Okay, now look at this. I'm going to expand this. Okay, I hope you can see the plus mark here. If you click on this particular thing, it will expand the space here. So look at this one, Ashok Leyland 150 call option. 150 call option carries 2.9 rupees, which is 1.97% of the spot price. 2.9 rupees premium divided by 147, which is nothing but 1.97%. But 1.97% is there naturally. If I approach towards the strike, the premium tends to go upside only. But look at this 147 and 150. So it is high premium, which is very natural. It is not a big deal. But if you look at next particular thing, which is Asian Paints, the price is now 1129. Yeah, it is also a kind of approachable distance. It is also a kind of approachable distance. Okay. But look at this particular thing, Aro Pharma. Aro Pharma, the price is now 593, but the premium of 620 March month premium is trading 7.5, which is giving me 1.27%. So 620 call option still carries a good premium is what I derive out of this. So now for me, I have to open and see what exactly the Aro Pharma is doing, because the price is very important to me, because 620 is very far from the current level, which carries still a good premium, because the price have to go another 6-7% to reach the strike price. There you see another 1.27%. So selling this particular strike price can give you 1.27% worth of premium for the given stock price. So now let me actually go and see the chart now. It's getting loaded. Okay, look at this one. This particular stock, Aro Pharma, is actually trading around 592. Okay, but the 620 call option carries the good the stocks. So by tomorrow, two things I can expect out of this one. Okay, now let me actually apply this. Okay, look at this one. How I read this. This previous data table helped me to pick a stock. So a lot of people do ask me, Murugan, how do I select a stock? Selecting a stock, try to keep it as simple as possible. We have given various scanners and filters to do it. Doesn't mean you have to see all the scanners, but you can restrict yourself to one or two which you find it convenient. Now, I've got this particular stock. By scanning this in front of you, I am giving you certain things to actually look at it. Number one, there is engulfing. Okay, and not just engulfing, I see a good volume also. So this is anyway, those who see a candlestick pattern must be saying this is a strong buying zone, and the stock is expected to be good above this particular zone, and the stock had some move but not a good move from there, and it started coming down. But still, even when the price is coming down, we still see there is a good amount of premium still hanging on with respect to 620. Now I need to understand where the 620. Look at this one. This is the 620 is all about. Am I right? The 620 is here. So 620 is trading here. So people are expecting the price to go till this level. That is the reason why 620 carries a good amount of premium. Murugan, sometime back you said 620 carries high number of open interest. That means a lot of people are selling it. Look, there are a lot of strike, there are a lot of options, but there are few options carries a good premium, but not just a good premium. I'm not giving importance to Ashok Leyland, I'm not giving importance to Asian Paints. These stocks are already positive, but the possible reversal is expected with respect to Aro Pharma, because Aro Pharma has a good distance from the current level, because 593 to 620 is a good chance for the price to go. There also the premium is there. So high number of open interest believing and justifying for a good open interest. It means good number of people are expecting price to go to that particular level. So by tomorrow, if a price is actually moving up, or tomorrow or day after tomorrow, let's say the Monday or Tuesday, if a price is moving up, I still respect the positive price of Aro Pharma. Okay, so Aro Pharma is something which I have a kind of positive move. Okay, because of this one. Accordingly, let's look at IDBA. But IDBA, look at this. You see a good amount of the put option and the call option 85. Murugan, here also we see a good price move. There also the it's a kind of high volatile scenario. Okay, because the IDBA is something which is, in a day it is trading for about a 6-7% move. Some unusual price move is there with respect to IDBA. So the premium is high. So it is slightly unusual case. But Aro Pharma case is not unusual, because we see a limited price behavior. It is just constrained to it. So the scope for Aro Pharma is good when compared to IDBA. Okay, look at this particular thing, which is IndusInd Bank, IndusInd Bank is trading at 1691. So the chances to touch 1720 is also likely case. So the premium is high. It's a just justifiable case, still 1.21%. So I'm not seeing much here. Okay, now Jet Airways. Look at Jet Airways again. Okay, now forget about our Pharma. Jet Airways is now giving me 1.33%. It is trading at 688. But you see lot of open interest built is around 7.63. So 760 strike carries a good amount of, now I have to open the chart of Jet Airways also. Okay, so I am just opening the Jet Airways stock price, the charts here. So look at this one, 680 have to gain close to another 10%. I'm sure it is required more than 10-12% for a price to rally. Only then it can achieve 760. So the chances for crossing 760 seems to be less. If that is the case, the premium should be as low as possible. But the surprising element is the premium is so high, and this counter is not only with a limited number of people, because there are a lot of people around this. That is the reason why 760 is listed here, because 760 carries a good number of open interest. If you got a doubt, you can actually open the NSE Open option chain and see 760 carries a good number of open interest. With good number of open interest, still the premium is so high, then I seriously doubt the price can even head towards that level. So now look at this particular one. So far the price is coming down. I have no doubt, technically no chance to see there's a possible reversal. But still, from the given level, today it's a kind of inside candle. Okay, but I'm not exaggerating anything about candlestick patterns. It's not clear by looking at the candlesticks. But by tomorrow, I am not actually against the market. Okay, but I see there is a possible, because I see there are evidence that 760 still carries a lot of premium. So in case by tomorrow, if a price actually goes above 700, or in case by tomorrow, the next trading session, if a price forms higher top, higher bottom, higher top, higher bottom, then I can start believing this trend may continue for a while. So any upside move with respect to Jet Airways have to be appreciated. Murugan, what happens if a price starts moving downside? I don't give much importance. I may ignore this particular thing, because if you ask me, there is a resistance, their support is around 660. So if a price touches 660, it is expected to bounce back. Look at even yesterday, when a price reached all the way to 550 but not able to sustain, recovered. Today also. So even by tomorrow, if a price touches around this 670 level, but I'm expecting the price to bounce back with respect to Jet Airways. There is one more stock. Okay, now. And there is one more thing, which is Tech Mahindra is trading 619, 630 is very much nearby. So Tech Mahindra is not getting my importance. 2060, which is what the current trade, and 2200 is, I'm sure it is a far away, because the price have to gain another 140, which is close to 5% of Jubilant Food. Let me actually open and see the Jubilant Food charts. Okay, now if you look at the Jubilant Food charts, okay, because let me understand how much premium this guy is carrying. Is it a meaningful premium or not? I need to understand. If a premium is anything more, then we can actually rely on this particular thing. 1.29%. See, if it is around 2%, I would really appreciate it. Even 1.29%, it's a good premium when compared to any other people. So we have seen three stocks. One is Aro Pharma, carries 1.27%, Jubilant Food, Jet Airways carries 1.33%. So if you ask me, Murugan, Aro Pharma, Jet Airways, Jubilant Food, let me see the charts before I take a call. Okay, now I just open the charts. Look at this. A solid chart reversal is also happening. So by tomorrow, if you see a price moving above 2080, technically, I as a technical analyst or any technical people start recommending people, because it is just moving away from the range of last 1 month, and the volume is also good. Yesterday, the delivery volume is also good. So when a price starts moving upside, the people naturally give a bullish recommendation. But I don't see much resistance till 2200. Because 2200 carries a good premium. It means the people are not writing that, rather people are actually buying that. So I'm interested in understanding 2200. So the price is expected to go upside. So I'm sure, in fact, I am bullish in Aro Pharma, Jet Airways, Jubilant Food. Murugan, these stocks are not, if you see Aro Pharma and Jet Airways, these stocks are not, that bullish. It is still trading in the range. It is still trading in the range, but it is giving me a good hint that the price can actually go upside. So how I can actually make use of it? you don't have to go and sell 620 call or 620 call of auto firma. Murugan, so far you said you are bullish, you are bullish, you are bullish. I am bullish. So why not I can actually buy a future, or why not I can buy a call option which is so nearer to me, let's say 600 call option or a 590 call option, and try to sell 620 call option. Because by selling 620 call option, you are getting a hefty premium. So forget about this one. I'm sure Jet Airways carries 1.33% put option, premium. And by the way, the price have to go all the way to 760. Only then you may lose it. So I still see there is a lot of chance for me to buy this particular, call option. Call option which is nearer to, nearby 700, or even because nearer to me it's about 700. So I try to buy a 700 call option, then I can sell 760, which is what we say bull spread. Those who understand the option strategies can actually use it. So, so far through this particular video, I am actually sharing my views in terms of how I see, option chain, which is a very smart way of looking at option chain. In a very reliable way, because these stars can make you to understand where the premium is. And likewise you can also have a high put option premium, so you can understand which carries a high a put up premium. But look at it, is very natural to see this star carries a high premium because these guys are already in the money put option. So in the money put option naturally carries a high premium. So don't get excited by looking at 4.5%. See, this 4.5% is nothing but the 10 rupees, which is 4.5% of 235, but naturally 10 rupees will be there. It is already in the money put option. See, I was actually explaining all these things by believing, like, let's say you, one of my colleague, are sitting next to me, but you should have some basic understanding to understand the complete video. But nothing wrong if you manage to sustain throughout, and if you had a patience to watch the video till this minute. Doesn't matter you have the basic knowledge or not, you have the interest to learn these things. So I'm sure you need a process by which you come to this level. So the point number one, all you have to do is, try to make your analysis as simple as possible. Okay, now I have certain stock. These stocks are not a breakout stock. These stocks are actually something, a possible reversal stocks. So is what I'm actually expecting it. So any beginners who are viewing this particular video, first, I appreciate that you had time to spend this much of time. Number one, what you have to do is go back, to the basics. First, understand what is call. When should someone think as buyer of call? When I should be a seller of call? When I should be a buyer of put? When I should be a seller of put? What is open interest? If you need some knowledge about it, you can see our other videos. What you guys can do is go to our YouTube channel. Go to our YouTube channel, go to youtube.com and /EQSIS, okay, and you just press enter. I'm sure it will populate our YouTube channel, where you can see there are lots of videos explaining, the interesting ways to screen the stocks for intraday, for, a positional analysis, how to see open interest. You can also see which particular call option is being bought or sold by FIA also. That hint is also possible. These videos are actually available if you look at our channel. Okay, but a beginner have to start from the scratch. You don't have to rush, start one by one. If you have a doubt, you can send us an email. Okay, so you can actually see all these, the videos which we have posted, and we request you one thing. Whenever you see the video, why not you can actually just post your comments below that, because it encourages anybody who's creating this particular thing. We have plans to coming up one video every week, not to give you a new tool, rather giving you an idea how we expect the market for next 1 week, or what sort of option strategy we are building. So we're going to have a team of people going to discuss about a stock, and we're going to express our views. So if you really wanted to be a part of it, you can have a single one-click button here, the subscribe. Just subscribe, but you have to log into this to subscribe this one. And you will be having the subscription enabled if you logged in. And there is a bell button. If you can click on the bell button, then you get the notifications. Okay, the most important thing. Those who are already using this particular thing, in one shot, it is very difficult for you to understand this. So see this video once, twice, thrice, and practice this technique for at least 20 to 30 rounds consistently for about next 2 to 3 months. then only you will understand how to use this in detail. Nothing will come at the first shot. You really have to practice once, twice, thrice. But if you really need our support, what you guys can do is, we're gonna upload this particular video is after this, so you can click the comment section, and you can actually write your comments. Okay, look at this particular. Now I'll take back to the the videos here. So how to find this particular link? Go to Google, type EQSIS option chain, only then you will actually find this particular thing. Okay, so thanks for watching this video, and thanks for your patience. I'm sure you will find this very useful. Do share your feedback, and where you can share your feedback. So when you see any video, you have to scroll down and see the place you can actually comment it. See, even one tweet or one sharing can help us to reach more people. So we have we have close to, and we are happy to say that we managed to cross 10,000 subscribers. It is all because of one among you. Like, many of you people have supported us, and we are just growing step by step, and we need your support. So as we see the views getting more and more day by day, it actually provides a motivation for us to come up with one such videos. So do like, and if you seriously see something wrong, you can also dislike it, and do write your comments below, and we see how I can make use of it. So you may also have your own ways of looking at option chain, or you may have your own requirements. So I still appreciate it, because when someone starts sharing it, we really give full importance to it. That is how we come across with this. There is nothing hidden. That is the reason why we start sharing our knowledge source to you people. So you can also start sharing your knowledge thing to us. So because we can grow together, and we can actually make difference. We don't see the difference is because of knowledge. The difference is because of the practice. So if we keep practicing it consistency, then you will find it. So I was telling some time back, there is a bell button here. If you don't click this bell button, then you will not get the notification. Mere subscription is not enough. So ensure that you click on this particular thing, and ensure that you have to, if it is red in color, you have to click only, then it becomes subscribed. So other thing you must be about it. One request through this particular video, there is something called share button here. Click on this particular share button and do share it. We are literally begging in front of you, because when you share, it reaches other people. And we expect other people to actually share that suggestion to us, so that we can work on it, and that benefits you through this next particular video. Thanks for watching this video, and thanks for your patience. Happy trading.